next mistake. Love's a game, wanna play.
The first thing on my list are Soothies, and they're binkies that are shaped like a nipple instead of like how binkies are normally shaped. I don't know how to describe them, but if you know what a binky looks like, you know what it's shaped like. And Lincoln loves these so much more, and she'll take a normal binky, but she prefers these, though they do fall out of her mouth easy and I lose them fast. And the pacifier clips that you buy at stores don't work with these, so I have to order a special pacifier clip online, but that's my first one. Next is the 4Moms bathtub, which I love. It has a thermometer on it, like a screen that tells you what your temperature is, and it's color coded so you know if it's too hot or too cold, or if it's in the range that they're comfortable in. It's meant to fit her from newborn until I think it said like 8 to 9 months. It has different plugs so you can choose the water level, and she loves it. Next is this lounger. Lincoln sits right here and her head goes here and she lays here, and it kind of props her up, and I can put that lounger anywhere. Like sometimes I'll have it on the counter because it holds her, she can't roll. Most of the time it's sitting on the couch so that she can sit next to me if I'm doing something like schoolwork. My fourth must-have are these Ergo Baby Swaddlers. Right now it's kind of just a giant triangular piece of fabric, but their arms go in these flaps and it velcros over so it holds their arms down. And this sack goes over their feet so you can change their diaper easily at night. And I love it. Lincoln can't do normal swaddles. She breaks out of them and then she just starts crying. But these, she wasn't a fan of at first either, but now every time I put her in them, she sleeps so much better at night. My next one is her swing. I was looking into a lot of different swings, and I'm kind of glad I went with the one I did. I have the Graco swing, and it's a swing and a bouncer. One part comes out and becomes the bouncer, but she loves it. It has white noise, it vibrates, it swings, it has music. And when I was looking at different bouncers, I was kind of looking into the 4Moms bouncer, and I'm so glad I didn't go with it because it was another $150. And while I've heard people love it, Lincoln loves her swing, so I'm glad I didn't spend the extra money on it. So Lincoln is breastfed and bottle fed, and so when I'm breastfeeding at night, I have this boppy, and I love it because it has donuts on it. I saw it and I was like, I have to get that one. But this helps so much. Instead of like cradling her when you're breastfeeding, it's so much easier to just lay her on this pillow and hold her when you're exhausted at 3 a.m. And along those same lines, these are the bottles I use. I use the Medela bottles. I was always planning on breastfeeding, and I was told to register for bottles anyway just in case, and I'm so glad I did because Lincoln has a hard time latching, and so I can't breastfeed all the time, so I pump using the Medela pump and the Medela bottles, and she eats out of these and they work fine. But I wouldn't say I'm all about the Medela bottles, but I'm glad I have bottles even though Lincoln is breastfed. My next thing is her pack and play. We have the pack and play that has the Cuddle Cove, which I took out because she outgrew it. She prefers to lay on just the flat mattress. And it also has a changing pad. It vibrates, has white noise, has a light, and a timer on it. So I have it sitting next to my bed as my co-sleeper instead of buying a co-sleeper because that was another $150 that I definitely didn't want to spend. She sleeps just fine in it, and she's right next to me, and it's so nice. Plus, to have that changing pad there, I don't have to go down the hallway and change her in her room. This thing was a lifesaver. So her pack and play with her changing table and her actual changing table in her room are all upstairs, and we spend the majority of our day downstairs. And so I got this portable changing pad for my diaper bag, and I actually use it downstairs almost all day. Like, I change almost all of her diapers during the day on this, and it just sits on my dining room table that we never use. And it opens up and it has 3 flaps, and on this side it has a pocket with diapers and then a pocket that holds my wipe container. And I knew I was going to need it for my diaper bag, but I use it so much now in the house, and I'm so glad I got it. Lastly, our blankets. So these are some of the blankets I have. Some are being washed, some are in her crib, but I use the crap out of these blankets. Our house is kept pretty cold because Justin loves sleeping in the cold and being in the cold, so our house is kept around like 66, 65. So she's always swaddled in a blanket or covered in a blanket. And I have tons. They're all really thick, but this one is my favorite, and it was actually made for me by my cousin, and it's like a double-sided thick flannel one. And during night sometimes I swaddle her in these because she can't break out of them, and they keep her so warm. Plus they're so soft. And then I have a few other ones. I have a crocheted one that my cousin also made for me. I have this one that I got from my baby shower, and then I have another crocheted one here that one of the Marine wives made for me. Those are my top 10 items that I really felt like I needed, and honestly I could probably trim that list down a little bit to like 8 items, and I really don't recommend buying anything else. I was told to buy so many things, and if I had just bought these 10 things, she could survive and be happy, and I would be content for months, like until she was like 6 or 7 months and sleeping in her crib. Thumbs up this video and subscribe if you aren't already. I do vlogs on the channel, so I put up new videos every day, and subscribing just lets you know when I put them up, and it's totally free. So bye.